Cheers! Welcome to Movie Bitches! RuPaul's Drag Race Season 4, Episode 9! So first things first, shout out to our wine sponsor, Wing. Trywing.com/moviebitches. You get $22 off your first month of wine!
There's so many hand gestures.
So much.
It's good. What was that? What's that?
It was like a salute, because the two fingers were I don't know.
Two-finger salute.
Yeah. Is that a thing?
I feel it.
It sounds like a thing.
It sounds like it's a thing that I've heard.
Or is it a three-finger? The Girl Scouts is like...
Boy Scouts?
I don't know.
I'm not sure.
Yeah.
I wasn't really a joiner in middle school.
So, also, please, we're almost to 10,000 followers on Instagram.
Yes.
So make sure, go to our Instagram. While you're at it, go to our Twitter. I'm a little behind Avaryl on our subscriber count on Twitter, so we're going to make it a competition.
Ooh,
Who can get 10,000 first?
I'm winning.
It'll be you.
Because I win.
Because I win.
This is bullshit.
But also, we're almost to 40,000 subscribers. So, our goal was to get to 50,000 by the end of the year. Not sure that's going to happen, but we can hope. But at least we can get to 40, hopefully. So tell everyone, be like, you gotta subscribe. Go on your parents' cell phones and like go to YouTube and just subscribe. They'll never know. Doesn't matter. Just do it.
We want people watching.
I guess we do want people.
Well, though.
Yeah. Well, tell your parents, like, turn on notifications. They'll be like, what's this Movie Bitches on my phone? You're like, no, just watch it.
That sounds silly and fun.
Yeah.
Oh, it is.
Oh boy, so this week.
Oh boy.
Frock the Vote. Well, so, I hope you all voted.
Yes.
I don't know, I'm not clairvoyant, so I don't know how elections went yet.
We are filming this the day before Election Day.
Yes, we both have voted. I should have worn my little sticker.
Oh, yeah.
That would have been so festive.
Oh. Imagine that it's there.
Yeah. Or like right there. So, this was a cringy episode for me.
Cringy all the way.
All the way around.
All the way around. So yes, everyone walks into the workroom and they're all, well, Fifi, well, they're all, most of them are excited Willem has left.
Oh boy. This.
Willem's gone.
Performance.
I mean, Fifi is
dancing and
singing
glittering
a song.
and yeah.
Oh, it's a great day in the workroom because Willem's gone. She's making a glitter snow angels.
Goodbye, shady bearded lady.
Y'all are crazy.
Fuck that bitch.
Sharon is like, wiping it away or whatever, and she's like, I don't know, it is pretty badass to get kicked off. Punk rock.
There's nothing more punk rock than being kicked off.
No, bitch. No.
I would have added, then winning the challenge and then getting kicked off.
Sure. That's, yeah.
Pretty great.
Yeah, it's like you win, but you have to leave.
You think, we're going to find out more about what happened.
Oh, no, you don't find
It's
anything.
still just this generic sort of,
She broke
the rules. Everyone's dancing around it still.
Yeah, it's weird.
Oh my gosh, and then they do a whole performance. I mean, I'm obsessed with Sharon's t-shirt.
Oh, yes.
I want it. I love it.
Yeah.
Obsessed with it.
Speaking of fabulous t-shirts.
Oh yeah, thanks, Lee Dawson.
Yeah, these will become more appropriate in just a couple minutes.
Sharon lifts her rouge shirt over her face.
I've consulted with the judges, but the final decision is up to me.
Well, Fifi's wearing a blonde wig and just barfing glitter.
Well, and she had another wig as her big long beard.
Yeah, just glitter. Well, Willem, I think I'm gonna have to ask you to leave. The shirt over her face.
You both have lip synced, and though Sharon, yours was better.
Yes, you both get to. It was so much.
It really was.
Sharon, you were better, but you're both safe.
Y'all are fucking evil.
Absolute Dickbag is back.
Yes.
I don't even know his real name.
Absolute dickbag?
It's just Absolute Dickbag.
Something Moran?
Jeffrey?
Jeff?
Is that
Jeff Moore?
Jeffrey Moran?
Something like that.
That sounds right.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's Absolute Dickbag.
Yeah, absolutely.
And he still was.
I mean, he wasn't as bad. Okay.
He wasn't as bad, but I was still like, do you have a personality?
Well, no,
You seem really
he doesn't.
blah.
Yeah.
You
He's like
seem
a corporate figurehead. And it's
Yeah.
like, we've had gays and lesbians for 30 years. We've
thrown
had parties.
The gayest of parties at Absolut. I mean, it was...
At Absolut, we've been celebrating the gay and lesbian community for 30 plus years. So you can imagine we've thrown some really great parties.
And yet he wasn't the one with the biggest stick up his ass.
This episode.
Yeah.
So anyway, mini challenge is decorate these plain plastic drag heels.
Yes.
Inspired by
an
Absolut cocktail. They all get assigned a cocktail that's going to inspire their shoes. Dita gets Absolut Collins.
Right.
I was hoping that there was Joan Collins. There's a drink called Joan Collins, but there's not.
No.
There's a Tom Collins.
Tom Collins,
There's a Tom
yeah.
Collins. But anyway, and she goes for this like masquerade Marie Antoinette look.
I thought they looked perfectly nice.
Yeah.
I didn't get the connection.
To Tom Collins. I don't know what the origin of a Tom Collins is.
I don't think it has anything to do with Marie Antoinette.
I mean, I don't know. I thought this looked at least not too crapped up.
Exactly. What like others will talk about.
Which is the scale, basically. Yeah. Was it crapped up or not, you know?
But apparently it didn't matter.
Apparently not.
The next was the Latrice and the Absolut Punch.
Fruit punch?
I guess, like a berry punch. I don't know.
I wasn't sure.
Yeah.
But
it
she
was all
does
purple and
big, tall backings that would have gone halfway up your calf.
Oh, yeah.
Just, which
I kind of liked it.
I kind of liked it.
Yeah.
It was some volume.
Yes.
I appreciated it.
Yep.
Just thinking out of the box. And then Fifi had Absolut Grapevine.
Oh, is that what it was called?
Yeah, but the A had like a...
Grape.
Like the... Not,
Umlaut?
Is it umlaut, 2 dots?
I think so.
Yeah, it had over the A.
The umlaut, I think, is a U with 2 dots.
Yeah,
and
so I don't know what
has
the A was.
whatever.
What's a grapevine?
Grapevine is how you would say it. Like,
A grapevine.
Yeah.
I like that.
That's weird.
I don't know. But she should have had the fruit punch. Anyway, it doesn't matter. This is all nonsense.
Yeah.
But Fifi's shoes, all I wrote down was, this looks like Tickety Tack Tacky.
Yep.
It looks like Carmen Miranda's,
Tutti Frutti hat on a shoe.
Shoes, with just way too much shit on them.
Yeah.
Way too much crap on them.
Oh my god.
I think she won because...
She really weaved a tail.
She really weaved it. And I'm gonna. These Iron Fist shoes are so fabulous. Oh, RuPaul, you are so great. These Iron Fist shoes, I just love them. Oh my god, RuPaul.
I want to design for them.
I'm designing for your new Iron Fist line.
Oh, wonderful.
Yeah. I really wanted to take you to like an exotic vacation hotspot. Bam, they're on vacation.
Like wear these shoes and drink an Absolut cocktail and really just be transported for the weekend or whatever.
She sold it.
She's good at that.
I mean, I was like, these look awful. Like
you know what they reminded me of?
What?
Fruit stripe gum. What's that called?
Fruit stripe rum?
Oh, well, what's the other fruit gum?
Juicy fruit.
Juicy fruit.
They look like juicy fruit gum. But I had genuinely forgotten who won, and I was like, oh, well, these are terrible. That's clearly gonna... Like, I was like, oh, well, these are the worst.
Right?
Oh, no, what?
So then Sharon had the Absolut Berry Sour, and Sharon's was inspired by the plight of Native Americans?
Well, I mean, this cracked me up because it was wacky.
Yeah.
But I was like, why did they give her fur and dream catchers for an Absolut Berry Sour?
I mean, I think they gave them a bunch of crap, and they could all choose.
But it was like, they didn't show them choose.
Sure.
And at some point, somebody says, oh, you got all the good stuff.
Probably
Someone
'cause
leans
she
over,
grabbed it.
but they didn't show it. So I thought it was like, oh, here's your...
That would be really weird.
Your set of...
That'd be really weird.
I thought it was weird. And then last is Chad with her Absolut Greyhound.
Yeah. I do love a Greyhound.
I don't have strong feelings about a Greyhound.
I prefer a gin. Well, Greyhound typically is made with gin, I believe. There's a name for a vodka Greyhound. I think it's different. But,
A Whippet?
A Whippet?
What's the, littler Greyhound dogs that are all...
Oh, sure.
But, yeah, Chad makes... I mean, they look like New Year's Eve, silvery star balls.
Yes.
And she puts, grapefruit colored...
Right.
Just, fabric sort of shoved in the platform of the shoe. Would have been better if it had just been, lined. Well, the pit crew in these, white and gold Elvis snakeskin Speedos made me laugh.
Yeah.
I kind of miss when they used to do themed
I agree.
Speedos.
I agree.
Now it's just
Andrew
Christian?
I don't think they have Andrew Christian anymore.
Scruff?
I don't think they have Scruff anymore either. I don't know where we've gone.
Where are we anymore?
Who knows?
Who knows? So have them make custom ones.
Right? I love
for
that.
them.
I think that'd be so great.
I think it's
and
fun.
then sell them, and you could be like, you want this sailor themed Speedo? Get it on AndrewChristian.com/Drag Race.
Yeah. Great idea. But yeah, Fifi wins. I think because of the weaving.
Sure.
The tail.
Yeah.
Did she win something?
I don't...
Some vodka?
Speaking of platforms, I want to find out what America's Next Drag Superstar really stands for.
But she doesn't get to pick anything. I thought This challenge
Was horribly
was
misguided.
problematic
Yeah.
and needed structure.
Yeah.
And some all-around remodeling.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Because I think it would have made more sense if they had archetypal characters. The joke candidate, the
Sure.
Republican, the, religious freak, the Green Party weirdo,
Sure.
whatever, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
Have all of
the Billionaire Green Party.
the billionaire Green Party.
I got $4 billion, so listen up.
Have all those archetypes.
Sure.
And then Fifi can assign them or whatever. Because this was a messy free-for-all of a hot mess
Yes.
disaster.
Yes.
So the challenge
Yeah.
was, that we just fixed was,
So the maxi challenge is Frock the Vote.
Yeah.
And they are all running for president, and there will
you're
be
going
a
to be the
presidential
first
debate.
drag president.
Yeah.
So it was specifically, you will be a drag queen president.
Right.
It's a joke, obviously, because we're on RuPaul's Drag Race and we're running for drag president. So this is obviously, we should make it funny. Oh no, we shouldn't. Oh no, Dan Savage is here and he's giving you actual campaign advice?
Right?
What?
And Ru was
happened?
like, you really need to make sure you put some heart into this and like
Why?
take this. I was so confused.
Why?
Oh, okay.
It rhymes with my name, and it's easy to remember.
But it's easy to misunderstand, like I did. So you might want to have a couple of alternates.
It's like the people that have come up with jokes, some of it they're okay with.
This was all over the place. It seemed like in the moment they would be judging the people who were trying to be funny. And then in the judging later, exact opposite.
Exactly. So weird.
What do you want from us?
But then even in like the panel, they're all just stone cold faced, like,
I just think the tone, no one was on the same page
No
about
one.
what the ultimate goal was. Right off the bat, Chad decides she's gonna make it a full joke.
yeah.
A full joke.
Put her away. What? Put her away. No way. Why would I?
I mean, I think it was the right move.
it was the right move. It was a choice.
It was a choice.
She committed 100%.
She committed 100%. She went for it.
Yep.
I don't know what was going on with Fifi this episode. So then
Y'all didn't take debate classes in school?
Uh-uh.
I did. I wanted to be a lawyer when I was younger.
she finishes up early. Oh, this is so easy. Oh, I took
Oh, right.
debate.
Oh, I finished. Oh, well, I took debate, so I was going to be a lawyer.
She was pulling a full Tyra Sanchez.
Yes.
It's just singing.
Yep.
La, 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 la. So, bow, 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 bow.
Badly.
Burping.
Yep.
Burping more. Burping more. Yeah, we don't need that. It's fine. I heard enough of it last night. So much burping.
So Ru comes into the workroom along with Dan Savage.
Yes.
So before I talk about how disappointed I was, I will just say, if you don't follow Dan Savage on Instagram, or more importantly, his Yummy Beefy Daddy husband, and his Yummy Beefy Daddy husband's boy toy,
What?
yes.
Wait.
They have like a boy.
Like
It's
a
just
sex
like,
boy?
I mean, they are married.
They didn't adopt a child.
No.
I wanted to clarify what's happening.
No, a sex boy, not a child.
Great.
No. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So they're open.
Yeah, but it's kind of more like a throuple, but they're married, and then they
Okay.
have a boy,
And they have a boy.
who apparently has a big dick, according to Instagram. Anyway.
I like that you're like, before I talk about how disappointed I am in Dan Savage, get into his throuple.
Yes, but also that was partly why I was so disappointed in him, because he was so serious and had such a stick up his ass.
I think he thought like, oh, I have to give a good message or something. You know what I
Right.
mean? Like I have to be like I can't make this a joke because it's not a laughing matter.
Right.
It seemed confused across the board.
I want more funding for HIV and AIDS.
But voters right now are going to ask you, okay, if you're going to make more money available for that, what are you going to cut?
I don't know what you're trying to tell me.
Was this the height of It Gets Better?
I think so.
So, he was a different person. That's fine. He needed to put on he needed to be that figurehead or
Yes.
whatever for his movement and all the great stuff that he's done.
But I think that he still could have understood what show he was on.
Absolutely.
And been like, how can we find a way to weave in
sometimes-
comedy and make a point?
So they go to Fifi. Everyone has to come up with a slogan.
Right.
They're all terrible.
Yes.
Maybe Sharon's was okay. Sharon Needles for sharing responsibility.
Right.
But like for the most part, everyone's are terrible. Fifi goes, it was so long.
It was so. I don't know why she didn't just say
long.
Kiki with Fifi.
There you go, nailed it.
Boom.
I mean, it's still not great,
But that
nailed
is.
it.
I
Kiki
can
with
see
Fifi.
the posters now. Kiki with Fifi.
Instead
blue
of,
and white.
you can
strips.
always Kiki with your girl Fifi.
You're offering to have sex with all Americans?
Not Kai Kai.
Oh, okay.
The fact that he didn't know Kiki. I mean, 2012 hadn't fucking Let's Have a Kiki come out already?
I
Does
think
he not
he-
listen to the Sisters?
I think. What are you doing with your life? I think he was trying to be like, a political pundit. I have to give good advice about,
You know who would have been more fun for this?
anybody.
Anderson Cooper.
Maybe. He can also have a stick up his butt sometimes.
Absolutely.
If him and Kathy came on. So she could goad him.
Yeah.
Like, come on.
Oh, come on, we can make fun of this shit. That would be really good, especially because she's gotten so political now.
Yeah,
She should be the one to come on now.
Yes.
Love
I
it.
love it.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, then he's like, well, that seems like a confusing, because this is actually going somewhere.
Oh,
that
yeah.
seems like a confusing message. People might get confused. I'm like, no, they won't.
Anyone who's watching the show, which
Well,
is
no.
the only thing that this is for,
Right, because they could be like, well, you gotta get those middle
All the
American votes.
constituents.
Why? What? What does this mean? What are we trying to say?
right? We gotta get those Texas votes for drag queen president.
You have to make it something that really speaks to every American. She has to be really direct.
They go to Dita, and she's sort of lost the whole episode.
Oh, yeah.
Really is uncomfortable talking about politics.
Yeah.
And so she's sort of like, yeah, I vote, but, I just don't like it, basically.
Yeah.
And Dan Savage gives this whole speech about you have to pay attention because, and I'm like, I absolutely, I hear it.
Yeah.
I agree with it.
Yeah.
Seems like weird for the show.
Politicians are going to demonize sexual minorities. And if they can count on us checking out, they're likelier to win and then get into office where they can really do us harm.
Right.
It was like judgmental.
It was a little
to her.
chastising. It was. But also, I feel like that comment has a place right here in this workroom.
Yeah.
If they also then say, but this is Drag Race, so like, let's make it fun.
Make
but,
it fun.
But find ways to remind everyone that they can't just
Yeah.
turn a blind eye and they have to stay engaged.
Exactly.
How can we make being engaged more
Yeah.
fun or more, encouraging to,
What would convince you, Dita,
yeah,
to be more open about talking about this and excited about it?
exactly. Passionate, and how do you channel that passion into getting other people passionate?
Yeah,
They didn't have that
they
conversation.
didn't.
He lit my complete campaign on fire. That's what Dan Savage did. I feel fucked.
So then we get to Chad. I mean, I'll be honest, I found this to be a delight.
I'm creating a crazy lady
Oh, boy.
for my campaign, and her name is Lady Pimp Michaels.
I was so confused.
It was refreshing.
It was, though.
Because everyone else was like,
Yeah.
She's like,
Mandatory rhythm and funk lessons for all school kids, because we've really lost the beat in this country.
mandatory rhythm and funk for all school children. No. She's just like going into
Yeah.
it. It was just so stupid.
Yeah, it really was.
What are you
And
talking
then-
about? That is a pantsuit back there. Just like,
So then they go to Sharon, who, she didn't really describe her persona too much. It was kind of a good mix of mostly serious, but some light and fun, particularly with her responses, because she's quick.
so quick.
But everybody says that till they're down in the polls.
Well, I
This
enjoy
stage
being
is
down
easy.
on a poll, so.
I love being down on a pole. Silly.
And he, again, he was
He
just
laughed. Oh, okay, I got that.
That's fun.
Yeah,
Like,
you're
it's a good
funny.
time. This is fun.
Yeah.
What polls? I just want to be like, what is this? You're not campaigning. It's
Exactly.
a debate.
A debate is so weird. Are
Yeah.
they actually debating? No. They were like weird, stupid questions. So So quick commercial break, and then we'll be back with the debate. How exciting! And the runway, and Untucked, and a lot more. A lip sync.
A fucking lip sync for your goddamn life. I can't wait to talk about it.
Yeah.
So, everyone is set up in their half circle. We've got Michelle and Rue and Dan Savage are
Yes.
the moderators.
I almost wish that they actually did.
Get Anderson Cooper.
Yes, get Anderson Cooper, have him moderate, and then maybe even have an audience and take audience questions.
Like a caucus.
Like
Or what are those?
A town hall
meeting. There you go.
exactly.
Yeah, do a town hall meeting.
That'd be kind of fun, where it's like people can ask questions about gay issues and whatever,
then,
and like
you know.
how would you represent our community? I'd be more interested in that.
Yeah.
The debate is who's best suited to be America's
Yeah.
Next Drag Superstar.
Well, because then it was all over the place too. Because so Chad is playing Lady Pimp Michaels, right?
Right.
She's playing a different character, but then Dita.
Wait, is that supposed to be a play on Lady Bird?
Lady Bird Johnson. Yeah.
Yeah, it
Yes,
was.
Yes, I would. Yes.
Okay. Cool.
Yes.
Didn't get that until just right now.
But then everyone else is playing Dita Ritz.
Well, and this is
So are they playing Dita Ritz,
Right.
the political person that is, or are they doing, Fifi is doing, I'm Fifi O'Hara, but I'm Sarah Palin.
That was my biggest problem.
So it's like, what is this?
And I
What's going on?
I agree, and I think that was Fifi's biggest mistake was not changing her name.
Uh-huh. They all have to do an opening statement.
Mm-hmm.
And Chad cannot, I live in the trailer park right behind WeHo, blah, blah, blah. It's this whole thing.
And time's up.
Right, time's up. Oh, no, I didn't even get to say my slogan. Oh, boy. Oh, no. Yellow and red.
How you doing? What
Your
I plan
time
to do
is up, Miss
Time
Michaels.
is up. The red light. Shoes.
And, I was laughing. I thought it was silly and fun.
It was silly and fun, and it was so 110% committed that, like, it worked for me.
Right, and then we go to Dita, who's like, flat as her wig.
Yeah, oh.
Oh, it was right there.
It
Sorry
was.
about it.
No, it's true.
I am here, and my name is Dita Ritz. I'm here representing or running for Wig Party candidate, and I'm here to talk about the big C word today.
The big C word. Change.
Right.
Change for the Ritz. What does that mean?
I don't know. Why does it have to be Ritz?
Why does it have to be your real name?
Dita, Divas for Dita.
I like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, she was boring.
Yeah.
And then, oh boy, so the next was Fifi as the southern dumb racist.
Howdy, y'all. I'm just a small southern girl from Texas. You can see me on the bestsellers list. Vote for Fifi.
I was genuinely confused by something that happened here.
Okay.
She's doing like a Sarah Palin thing. And
Yeah.
she says, oh, well, you can find me on the bestsellers list.
And she holds up
and she
a
holds up
hand-scrawled piece
a
of
piece
paper.
of paper that in very thin pen
Says vote for
Fifi really poorly.
Yeah. And it's like, wait, I'm sorry.
And I didn't know what this was.
I didn't either.
What does this mean?
I don't know.
Like, oh, everyone has a book? Everyone and their mother has a book?
Right, but like her book is called Vote for Fifi?
Find me on the bestseller list. It's called Vote for Fifi. I was so confused. I don't even know. She was doing a weird voice.
It was a weird thing. It was real weird. And it made me uncomfortable, and then it just made me more uncomfortable.
It made me very uncomfortable.
Sarah Palin, and like when we used to play Spot That Russian.
Find the Russian!
Oh, it was bad.
It was really bad. And then Sharon was doing a very, like...
serious-ish.
Ladies and gentlemen and everyone in between, my name is Sharon Needles. For a long time, this government has been in dire need of a sex change, and I'm just the drag queen to perform that operation.
She was eloquent.
Yes.
And I think that was helpful.
She came off as smart.
Yeah, I was like, oh, it seems like Sharon could actually speak to these issues.
Yes.
And then Latrice was also kind of too serious, I guess, or...
Large and in charge, chunky yet funky, my fellow Americans. Everyone needs peace with Latrice.
She seemed kind of checked out, particularly, I mean, it continues with Fifi, but it reminded me of Snatch Game.
Of the fuckery?
Yeah, where it's just like, why am I here dealing with this bullshit nonsense? Fuck these people, fuck her. We'll talk about it.
Her message was unclear.
Yeah.
Something about HIV funding.
Which never was said.
That we never heard.
Yeah.
Everyone needs a peace with Latrice?
Peace with
Latrice.
Latrice.
Of Latrice?
No, not of.
Peace with Latrice.
Or for.
But it's easy to misunderstand, like I did. So you might want to have a couple of alternates.
Something like peace with Latrice.
But peace as in peace? Or
Yes.
peace as in a piece of paper?
No, I think P-A-C.
Okay, because I didn't know.
Yeah, that's fair.
Peace with Latrice. So then she should have been like a hippie, talking about like,
sure.
no nukes.
No war.
Yeah. I don't know.
I mean, this challenge really was rough for them. It was cruel.
It was rough for me, I'll be honest.
It was rough for me, too. It was a cringe-worthy event.
It was weird because some of the questions would be really serious.
Oh,
and
yeah.
then some of them would be real lowballs.
Oh, yeah.
Silly. Like, they asked Chad, now, how would you redecorate the White House? And she was, I'd paint that bitch pink, and then I'd give the capital an updo. An updo.
Updo. Green light, look. Yellow. Bam, red.
Yellow, red. You're making me laugh at least. I don't know what's happening, but I'm laughing.
Yep.
Because this is silly.
And then Dia just says Ralph Lauren for the next 5 minutes.
Ralph Lauren, curtains, the Ralph Lauren couches.
Ralph Lauren furniture, Ralph Lauren paint, Ralph Lauren rugs, the drapery, Ralph Lauren.
Girl, really?
I would love Ralph Lauren everything.
What did that mean? What did that have to do with what she was doing?
I don't know. But also, why did they ask her that question?
Well, I mean, they asked Chad it, and he had a great answer.
Yeah, but Chad's had a character that was, like, stupid. You know what I mean?
They gave them all an opportunity. I don't know. Ralph Lauren.
I mean, I guess Dita could have been like, well, you know what? I don't care about redecorating the White House because I care about redecorating the country. Something
Great
like that.
answer.
An updo.
Updo. There was like a hand gesture that went with it.
Updo.
They appreciated it.
It was so weird.
Updo.
Oh boy. Okay, so then they ask,
Which one of these queens would you choose as your running mate?
I think it's so great that the help can sit there and compete alongside with me.
I'm so happy that the help can run with me. Like, we can all be running together.
And then...
Not even just, oh, okay, that was a joke and
Right.
it was inappropriate. Points to Dita.
Points to Latrice.
Dita Ritz. And the other help I had, Latrice Royale.
I was like, are you not going to point out RuPaul? Like, what is going on? This is so...
Dead Savage is just like, mouth agape.
Yeah. Oh, it made me so icky.
So uncomfortable. Remember the help?
Oh, yeah.
Remember that fucking
Movie.
movie?
Because the river brings it up later. And he was kind. He was... Wait, what?
So then they asked Dita, they go, should drag queens be allowed to get married?
Oh, right.
Which is weird because drag queen is a profession.
Right.
I truly believe drag queens should be allowed to get married, whether a drag queen wants to marry a drag queen or a drag queen wants to marry a dog.
To dogs.
It's a dog. What? What is that? What? No! You're actively the reason why people are so against this. Because of what? Where does it stop? Are they you just marry a dog then? What's the sanctity of marriage? Oh no! Like he was like, oh no, what happened? Dita, no! And everyone was just like,
crickets. It was just like, oh, girl, are you okay?
are you okay? She wasn't.
No.
It was bad.
Change for the Ritz.
Well, then Sharon reuses her gay divorce line,
Yeah.
which was kind of, it wasn't as good.
I mean, Sharon was still pretty flat at this point for
Yeah.
me.
Mhm.
I thought it was smart of her to do a straightforward, pretty look.
Yes.
Particularly if she was already planning on what her runway would be, which we'll talk about.
Yeah.
Because Michelle had been asking for it
Right.
and all of that.
Yeah.
And so I think that was really smart of her.
I agree.
But it did read for the first half as flat.
Sure.
But then we get to Latrice. Oh my God.
Can you give us an example of a time when you made peace with someone you didn't see eye to eye with?
About 5 minutes ago,
5 minutes ago, I looked over at Fifi O'Hara and realized that she's ugly, and I've made peace with that. And RuPaul is just like, ah, yeah.
I realized that she was ugly. And I'm at peace with that.
Okay. I love it. I was like, I mean, it needed, something needed to be said.
That alone probably should have kept Latrice out of the bottom.
Absolutely.
But we'll talk about it. But
We'll talk about it.
I mean, I'm happy
at
that we
length.
got this lip sync.
Yes.
But
Yeah.
well, and Latrice was also like, I felt like looking at her notes a lot. There was a lot of like she wasn't being a confident Latrice,
No,
right?
no.
She was
She
doing
was kind
a lot
of second guessing herself.
But I
or
kind
whatever.
of almost wanted her to bring up the fact that she is a felon and can't vote. You know,
That would have been an interesting
that would have
platform.
been an interesting angle.
Yeah.
I mean, you probably can't run for president if you're a felon, right?
I think you can.
But you can't vote?
Only in certain states.
Okay.
It's a whole fuckery.
It's fuckery. That would have been interesting. My platform is I want to get rehabilitated felons to be able to reclaim their vote if they want to.
Absolutely.
Oh boy. So then Dita is sort of just doing that thing where you reiterate the question. You know what I mean? Like where you just sort of say like words back that they already said at you. That it doesn't really make sense.
I must say that I have a lot.
And Latrice, I don't know if this was on purpose, but Latrice in the confessional is just like, Dita's answers were sort of, who cares? And then she goes, there was no fire, no passion, no nothing. And it was totally from Fifth Element.
There's no passion, no fire, no nothing.
It had nothing, no fire, no energy, no nothing.
Oh.
From Ruby Rod.
Oh.
And it like stuck in my brain like, holy shit, wait, that's from something that I've watched 8 million times. And then I was like, oh, it was Ruby Rod. And I think she probably just has seen that movie a bunch of times.
And just pulled it.
I think it was
It's
like
like
a
a
full,
thing
just
that's like in her.
oh, she pulled an
Yep.
Avaryl, let's just coin that right now. Of just, you know, like tossing out a quote in the middle of your sentence and not even really knowing that you're doing it.
Exactly.
So then this is when I feel like Sharon actually
turned on. And
she gives this whole speech. I mean, of course it helped that they started playing like America the Beautiful underneath it or whatever. From the punk rockers of Colorado to the hippies of California. It's just this whole long speech.
I'm not a Ivy League good old lady boy. I'm just a girl of the streets. And that's where I learned the American people.
I've walked in every one of their shoes.
And I share needles for sharing responsibilities because we're going to do this together and all that. And it was like, this was funny.
Yeah.
Like, it's not hilarious.
No,
but it was a little funny.
It was a little funny, it was clever, and it was still well said.
Yeah.
It was like, oh, she has charisma. She can speak.
She has uniqueness. She has nerve. She has talent.
Oh, boy. And then Fifi starts busting out all the props again. She really loves props. But so then she starts putting the Post-its on everyone that says,
Vote for Fifi.
Vote for Fifi. Vote for Fifi. Vote for... And then she goes to Latrice.
I didn't have a big enough heart to cover you.
Fuck you.
That was so unnecessary.
So unnecessary.
And
That
not really like part of the character.
America, don't be a drag. Oh, I mean, be a drag. Howdy.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the glitter and.
Vote for Fifi, I won, right? She simultaneously was doing the most and had no confidence in it. That was also why like the jokes were so.
That was
cringy.
also part of the problem. Yeah.
Well, and Rue was like, and remember, come early on election day.
Oh yeah.
Oh, and don't forget to vote.
That was silly. It made me laugh.
And then everyone shakes hands and no one shakes Fifi's hand. Did you see they all turn to each other?
Oh my god, I love it.
So then we get back to the workroom and everyone sort of starts to discuss like do drag queens,
mix with politics
and Chad is sort of like, I'm here to entertain, I'm here to have fun and make people happy. Right. I don't need to be like spouting my political views. And I understand that argument.
I certainly do.
I also understand a time and a place for you to use your voice to share your opinion and to, maybe make a difference.
Absolutely. There's a different view and lens where it's like, drag queens are artists and entertainers, yes, but entertainers can also have political views, and sometimes we look to them because of those political views.
Yeah.
And their art is an expression of their politics or their point of view.
In some way or another. Yes.
Exactly.
Yeah. So, they all kind of are debating about it, and Sharon brings up her bullying. This sort of becomes a theme of the episode.
It does.
She's very eloquent about it.
Kids bully out of insecurities, but teachers have the responsibility to stand in and help kids that are getting it.
I thought this was interesting. She says, I didn't have a Dan Savage. I didn't have somebody who was, out there and saying, just hang on, it'll be all right.
Right.
So I thought that was interesting, and she seemed to be inspired by that. And I think even just Dan Savage's presence made them all kind of go, ooh, should we be serious?
Should we be as jokey? Exactly. Particularly given the,
his reaction.
Well, his reaction, and it, like you said, it was like the height of the It Gets Better project. When she was saying that, I was thinking about not only the It Gets Better project, but also the Trevor project.
The Trevor project, yeah.
Since it is holiday shopping time.
Oh.
Just want to remind you all that if you go to smile.amazon.com, all of our purchases go, they donate a portion to the Trevor project.
Hey, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
That's fun.
So since you're going to be doing all the shopping anyway, make sure you go to smile.amazon.com and have it donate to the Trevor project, or there's a bunch of other ones
you can choose which one
you can choose a bunch of different ones. So
Fabulous.
I chose the Trevor project.
I love it.
Yeah. So quick commercial break, and then we will be right back with the Runway, with Inaugural Ball Realness, and fabulous lip sync and Untucked. There's a lot more to come. So Ru walks down the runway.
Oh my god, in this Mrs. Roper caftan realness, I thought she looked like a tropical fruit stripe gum.
Sure. I liked the caftan a lot.
Yeah.
Did not care for the makeup or the hair.
Well, the wig was so blonde.
It was so blonde.
And with the really bright colors,
it didn't work.
It was a lot.
Yeah.
But I'm always here for a caftan. 99% of the time I'm here for a caftan.
Absolutely. So, category is Inaugural Ball.
Realness?
Realness? Something like that. First on the runway is Fifi O'Hara in this white gown.
She's in a Miss America gown, basically.
Yes.
With the mermaid tail and the Tina Turner sex hair. The hair was...
confusing?
Inappropriate?
Yeah.
For me.
Sure.
I was like, what's this now?
Yeah, you're wearing this to an inaugural ball?
Inaugural ball, you say?
Yeah. And then the vajazzled,
The vajazzled.
I don't know what else to call it. I mean, that's what it was. It was like, oh, I'm just going to wear a bunch of jewels over my clit. Like, I don't know.
Well, it was weird because I thought it was ever so slightly to the side.
Oh.
So-
The dress got a little shifted.
I couldn't tell if the dress got shifted or if that was the point.
Oh.
Or maybe her vajazz is to the side
Maybe.
slightly. Who knows? Her tuck leans to the left. I don't know. I don't know her life. But yeah, she comes out, she looks like Alexis Mateo again.
Yep, again.
I just thought this was, I didn't get Inaugural Ball from it.
I did not either. I get the white, but like, well, and then, oh my God.
I decided to wear white. It's fun, it's elegant.
Or was it just trying to court the white people? Or the help?
Oh.
So I love that she called it out,
Yeah.
but like made it really funny.
Yeah.
So the next up is Dita. I almost said Dita Von Teese.
Oh.
No, wouldn't be mad at a last minute write-in contestant of Dita Von Teese. Here for this.
Oh, that's a stupid joke that they could have used.
Yeah.
When Ru was like, oh, let's bring back someone. You know what? I want a write-in contestant.
I've been criticized for sending some of my queens home too soon.
So Dita comes out in this horrible wig. I mean, it was horrible.
It was pretty bad.
Flat, dry,
Yeah.
messy,
Yeah.
black and white.
Light.
Or blonde. I mean,
Yeah.
the dress was okay.
Sure.
Sort of classic black satin. It had some nice lines to it.
Yeah, well, it was a little bit more like conservative, you know, political, whatever. Like, I got it. I got it.
It was like closer to
Yeah.
the mark.
Yeah.
I did not know why the bow was on like her upper thighs instead of her tush.
Sure.
I thought that was weird.
Sure.
And it wasn't big enough.
Right.
So the proportions were wrong. But yeah, the hair was horrible and threw the whole wig off.
Well, they were
threw the whole wig off. She should have. It threw the whole outfit off. I was like, give me like a updo French twist with some diamonds and some gloves. Yes.
Yes. So then next was Chad Michaels, who I thought had the most spot-on inaugural ball look.
100%.
I was like, yep.
It was some combination of like Nancy Reagan, Mamie Eisenhower, and like Scarlett O'Hara. Like it was like a amalgamation of the whole thing. She looked older, but like in a very classy.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I was like,
yeah.
yes.
Well,
like,
there's no reason to me to ever hide from age and drag necessarily.
100%.
You know, it's like, oh, you're older, great.
But it
Be
was
an older
like
queen.
she did it in a really
Absolutely.
good way.
Oh yeah,
Like,
she's a classy cunt.
Yeah, you look like a classy cunt.
I feel like that Republican lady that the politician can take to the ball, but then take her back home and she's a whore in bed.
This deep, rich green
Yeah.
satin with the lace. And it was just great.
It was great.
It was very like 50s. She looked like straight out of a Douglas Sirk movie.
Yep.
I liked it. Oh my gosh. Oh boy. So the next up is Latrice Royale in, oh boy. This was bad.
It wasn't great, no.
I mean, it missed the mark. And also it wasn't great. I mean, oh boy. So anyway, she's in this like black tube dress with this huge corseted, bedazzled, it looks like a giant wrestling belt situation.
Yeah.
And she's cinched and it looks great.
Yeah. That was, the shape was good.
The
mostly.
shape was good, but it didn't look expensive.
No.
I mean, her face was beat and her hair looked great. You know, she looked like she was going somewhere. It was not the inaugural ball.
No. And then, of course, the bra.
The bra strap.
I mean, it's
that
fair.
was a mess.
Yeah.
But I don't know what happened to Latrice this week.
Yeah, she had a rough week.
Yeah.
It seems. So, last but not least.
Oh my God.
Is Sharon Needles in this, I mean.
Iconic. This gauzy ace bandage pantyhose. Again, tube dress.
Yep.
You know, I understand it's not like the height of fashion, but the way she put it all together with the belt, with the matching choker, with the gloves and the shoes and the makeup and oh my God, I'm running on a campaign of transparency. Like she always has a story to tell. Like there's always a reason for what she's doing.
Absolutely. And I think that was part of it too, where like they really appreciated what she said. Well, I figured I should go for a futuristic look because drag queen president is not going to happen for 100 years.
I mean, this was like Elvira in 2049. You know what I mean? It was like, yes.
I'd actually love to see Elvira wear this to an inaugural ball.
I would be so here for that.
Just tits.
Tits.
Yeah.
Tits. Well, so then we get to the judging.
Yes.
And Ru's joke about, well, you're just wearing white because it's for all the white voters. I mean, and Fifi should have laughed at that and then been like, I know, right? My character would have agreed with you or something like that.
Right.
Just own up to it. Be like, you know, I went for it. I went for like a divisive character, and the joke didn't land.
The joke didn't land, but the divisiveness seems to have. You know, like
Yeah.
whatever.
There you
like,
go.
You know,
Yeah.
okay.
But yeah, even Michelle is like, I am here for an off-color joke, but this was offensive.
But then Michelle kind of made her own off-color joke.
And being a black woman, I got a little offended.
Then Absolut Dickbag said he was so weird.
I forgot about him.
But we all have to be in on the joke. It's the fart in church. Not everyone thinks that's funny. It sometimes stinks.
Sometimes it stinks.
Sometimes it stinks. I was like, is that a thing people say?
I didn't think so. But... So Sharon wins. I thought this was deserved.
I thought it was deserved, but I almost thought maybe Chad could have won.
I agree. Particularly, Chad's runway look was so fabulous.
Yes. Dita, Latrice, and Fifi are in the bottom three. And I'm like, great. Fifi, get down in that bottom. You lip sync, girl.
Well, so first of all, Fifi should absolutely have been in the bottom, if only for that joke. I mean, I guess to be fair, Latrice's runway look was pretty bad.
I think the runway look was somewhat the deciding factor because Fifi at least looked polished.
Sure.
I mean, the sex hair was a lot, but and she, while failing horribly, went for it.
Sure.
Where Latrice did not.
Right.
I guess you could say that.
Yes.
But I was ready for Fifi to be the bottom.
I was too particularly, I thought it would just be so fitting with this song.
Oh my god.
And the joke.
Oh my god.
And it's just like...
Oh, it would have been like rubbing salt in the...
Right?
Like, yeah!
Oh,
and then
now you
you
have
get
to...
sent the fuck home.
Exactly.
Then she would have got sent the fuck home, and then Latrice could have been in the top three, and then she might have won!
Maybe.
Oh, I just spilled some wine. I got so excited about Latrice. So mad about Fifi.
Oh my god. How do you really...
But no. Latrice and Dita are in the bottom. And they have to lip sync to I've Got to Use My Imagination by Gladys Knight.
Yes.
I mean, I remember this fondly. And I was not disappointed.
No, it was a fabulous lip sync. On both parts.
Oh, we'll go through it, but at the end of it, I was like, I mean...
It could be a double save. It
Like-
could have been a double save.
Double save. Oh, we made a mistake. Fifi, go home.
But particularly given what will happen later.
Yeah, I was like, oh, if you're going to just bring somebody back, then just fucking double save them. And
Yeah.
Dita can stay.
Yeah, because this is fabulous.
Oh my god, it was so fabulous. So, Latrice, motherfucking Royale, becomes Gladys Knight.
Yeah.
It just happened.
Yep.
In front of our eyes. We don't see it, but she has taken her corset off.
Yes.
She needs to move to take us to church. I mean...
And she does move.
And she does. It was good. Because I loved... So they each kind of take a different interpretation of it, but I liked them both. So Latrice goes very old school diva.
Yep.
Taking them to church, you know, the whole thing. And Dita goes like energetic, dancing queen, but like living the song.
But not frenetic.
Not frenetic. Living the song, you know, just as strongly. And it was fucking fabulous.
It really was. I mean, this was tough for me. I was like, I mean, in no way would I ever send Latrice home, but I really was like, this could be a double save.
Won.
Yeah.
But I was like, but also double save me.
Yeah.
It was so good.
Yep.
Just gotta keep on keeping on.
Latrice was taking me to church. I mean, my skin started smoking.
She took us to church.
Good.
Or hell? Skin's on fire?
No, because she's...
Because she's a sinner.
Yes.
Her skin was on the church.
Latrice took her to the church, and so her skin
was just on
Yeah.
fire.
Yeah.
Oh, I like that. That's fun.
Yeah. I don't really know what else to say. I mean, it's just a fabulous lip sync. It's like, yes.
It's one of the best of the season by far. But Latrice stays.
Yes.
And Dita goes. And then
Ru announces.
I'll be honest. I had 100% forgotten about this.
I did too, except once he said it, I was like, oh, I thought I remembered Kenya being in more of this season. Spoiler alert. Also, when you look at the list, it was like, oh, the only one that would make sense would be Kenya or Dita,
but
or
she
Willem,
just sent
really,
her
but
home.
like obviously.
Well, it was so
I was
funny.
surprised they included Willem.
They didn't.
Yes.
They did?
Yes. Ru said, like he listed all of them that were eliminated, and so I was like, does that mean that like Michelle and Santino could have brought Willem back?
Why didn't they?
Right? That would be so dramatic.
Oh my god.
So good.
Fifi would just explode. She would
Good God,
spontaneously
she would
combust.
just
Brad Dourif should just spontaneously combust.
No, bitch, top four. No mo hoes.
So another commercial break, real quick, and then we'll be right back with Untucked. This week on Untucked, this was funny. So in the beginning intro, Ru's reaction changes.
Oh, yeah.
And this one was really silly.
This is not RuPaul's best friend, Brave.
They get to the Interior Illusions Lounge, and Latrice is basically, I mean, she's just like, look, I'm Latrice motherfucking Royale. I had to call a bitch out and tell him tell Santino. So we see unseen footage of her basically being like, it was really not okay that you called me a couch 2 weeks ago, and that was insulting to me and not constructive criticism.
Right, it was borderline disrespectful.
Disrespectful.
No disrespect, you know, you had lost weight and it wasn't flattering you.
And I respect that.
And I thought Santino gave a perfectly respectful answer back, basically being like, essentially saying, I wasn't calling you a couch, just the fabric. I know you didn't make that dress. I know
you didn't make that
you
fabric.
Didn't necessarily pick that fabric, but maybe you did. And that she had lost weight, so it didn't fit her properly, and all of the above. And she's like, okay, great, we're fine now. She was just like, I don't want to have beef with anybody and be like pissed off at him.
I like that.
Like, that was very mature.
Yeah. But then they have to clear the air because everyone's like, fuck you, Fifi.
Shut up, let it go. It was a joke that was said. It's a character.
Fifi responds in a way that was unhelpful to her success. I'll put it that way. I mean, she should have said, I know it didn't go over well. I genuinely didn't mean any disrespect personally, but I went for a really big character and like, I'm sorry. That's all she needed to say.
Yep.
But instead she says, people should just get over it. I mean, how many more times are they going to show this clip?
How hard are you really going to beat this?
I think it's so great that the help can sit there and compete alongside with me.
I mean, the shady editing was out in full force this episode. How many more times are they going to bring it up? Shall we play the clip for the fourth time? With unseen footage that made it even worse?
Like our forefathers, Thomas Jefferson, I also slept with the help. It was good, baby. It was so good.
Oh, no.
Why'd you double down?
She triple double down. Oh, boy. She's like, much like our forefather, Thomas Jefferson, I also lay with the help.
Yeah.
Doesn't even mention Sally Hemings by name. Maybe that's for the best.
Maybe.
And
then
it's
like,
starts to like kind of come on
was
to
good.
Dita. Oh, Dita,
It
it
was
was so
so
good. I was
good.
like, what's this now? What's this though? Oh, boy. Oh, boy.
It just,
Maybe we just leave Monticello jokes out. Didn't they just open like a Sally Hemings like wing?
I would hope so.
I think they just did. I think there was like a thing about there was a whole exhibit and everything.
Good.
So it's cool.
Yeah, history. Fuck those fuckers.
I like that. Then we change it to herstory.
Sure.
History. Fuck those fuckers.
Yeah.
Herstory. Oh my god,
this is the shady editing.
But they can't say they didn't laugh, because when I said it, they laughed.
Right.
Just here are the receipts. Just why don't they show the receipts anymore?
I don't
Is there
know.
less delusional queens now? There can't be.
No.
They really should show the receipts more in Untucked.
I wish they would.
I mean, they laughed when I told that joke. Latrice is like, well, the judges seem to really love both Sharon and Chad. And then Chad is like, well,
I don't know. I think I could be in the bottom.
I might be. I don't know if they liked it or whatever. And then again, with the shady editing, montage.
I really expected to be in the bottom two. I'm gonna end up in the bottom two. There's a good possibility that I could land in the bottom two.
I mean, I might be in the bottom. I mean, there's a chance I could be in the bottom. There's a possibility.
I love that
might be
too,
in the
though, that
bottom.
every time she says it, it's just like, well, how much do you believe this? Well, it's entirely possible that I could be in the bottom.
She's a humble bitch. Get over
Sure.
it. And Fifi just being like, girl, come on. Oh my God, you have nothing to worry about. This then leads into like the discussion about how Michelle really wants to see Chad's personality. And
Right.
are you always hiding behind a character? I mean, I don't feel that way.
No, because
like
I
she's
think,
always hiding behind a character.
but I
because we
think
see
that's
her
because we see her backstage.
backstage and stuff.
When it boils down to it, you are a 20-year veteran who's never learned to be a fucking bitch, and I don't know how you've done it.
How do I get that across on the runway?
But also, like, she's a character queen. That's her
That's
shtick.
fine,
So,
yeah.
like, what's wrong with that?
Well, also, doing a character in this challenge got her into the top 2. So what are we talking about?
Yeah,
Really?
Like, calm down, Michelle.
So then they're all talking about how Dita suddenly became very defensive this week on the main stage.
Yes.
I don't do updos. I love the way I look. I'm happy with how I look. I don't want to change anything. This is who I am.
Yeah.
I'm proud about that. Everyone's like,
maybe you shouldn't do that.
I don't do updos. That's not me. I love my hair tonight. I think I look stunning.
Well, I think they wouldn't have continued to critique you in that way if you had made a few changes, made a few improvements, heard
she
what
never
they
really
were saying about the wigs, heard what they were saying about the padding, you know?
She never really made adjustments.
No, not even tiny ones. So that was ultimately, I think, her downfall.
I agree. She was going to be in the bottom and she was going to lose to Latrice. It was just written in the cards.
Double save! Back in the gold bar with her big pink box. They start to read the card, and it's, you know...
Your support base is reaching out to you. Is my mom in here? No.
And they all sort of just go, oh, is it going to be a mom? Is it going to be everybody's mom? Dita is like, I don't even have time for this. Like, she's like, no, that'd be way too much. And reveals that she hasn't talked to her parents in a really long time, and they used to be close, and they kind of have drifted. And then lo and behold, I mean, obviously, on the TV comes up Dita's mom and dad. Say hi, Dad. Hi.
Surprise, Dita. It's your mom. It's my mommy. Say hi, Dad.
Hi. Say bye, Dad. Bye. Well, I loved that.
Right.
When she was like, she called me by my drag name. That was a nice moment.
Goes, I mean, which one of us could say that our parents would ever call us by our drag? Well, my mom calls me Chad every single day. Oh.
Get out of here.
My mom calls me Chad every day.
Oh, well.
So they kind of then continued the bullying conversation from earlier, and it's like, let's...
They really did do a rep. How about you?
Yeah.
How about you?
Oh, yeah, they really did.
How about you?
Yeah.
Tell us your horrifying high school bullying stories. But again, Sharon talks about being weird and gay in this small town in Ohio, and how they made her leave the school.
Sorry.
What?
No, go ahead. I mean, it's a horrible story. My reaction was great for a very different reason.
Great, okay.
But it's a horrible story about how they made her leave the school or whatever.
She was a distraction to the bullies that were bullying her. Like, it was such utter nonsense.
Yeah. That's what's the fuckery. Like, it's such bullshit.
Yeah.
But this gave me the best idea.
What?
A drag queen remake of The Dressmaker with Sharon Needles.
Oh, I love it.
Where
For revenge.
Yes, she goes back to her Ohio town to like seek revenge on these asshole kids that tortured her.
I love it. Can it be some combination of The Dressmaker and Grosse Pointe Blank? Like, it's the 20-year high school reunion. Yes. She's like a hitman drag queen.
Sure.
Hit woman drag queen.
Gets her revenge on everyone.
I love it. It's like Carrie.
Sure. It's also kind of like what Hurricane Bianca should have been.
Should be. Yeah, so Sharon shares and is very vulnerable about it. And then Fifi is like, oh wow, like, I never realized how
similar we are.
We haven't gotten along from the beginning of this competition, but there's more to Sharon that meets the eye.
She has a lot more layers going on, and she's a vulnerable person, and we're all just people, aren't we really all just people? And it was like, oh, that's lovely.
Yeah.
Chad seems to still really, I mean, they're sort of talking about the 80s being gay in the 80s high school, you know, like Latrice and Chad had a different experience even than the younger queens, and Chad seems to still be holding on to a lot of anger.
I don't want nothing to do with either the people who bullied me or the ones who stood by and watched it.
Right.
They can suck me now.
In the theme of the episode, it does get better.
Yes.
And I'm fabulous now and fuck them.
I did kind of want a little more of that from her. It seemed like she was really still in it.
Right, and that was kind of interesting. Like, she says, like, I'm not going back. They keep calling me to go to the reunions or whatever. I get the email or whatever. And I'm not going to go to that fucking reunion with all those assholes. And it's like, well, on one hand, I fully get it. On the other hand, it's kind of like, well, wouldn't it be interesting to see where everyone is now? People bully you because you're afraid to own yourself. Mm-hmm. And now that she's fully owned herself, like, going back and being like, fuck you, asshole, even that could change the dynamic and change how they think, you know?
Well, I see, yes, take a minute to let that settle in. But now I thought of another great idea, where Chad Michaels' vehicle, where he goes back to his high school reunion as Cher.
Yeah.
And there's some sort of like, oh, they think it's really Cher because they're fucking idiots.
And like, our special performer for the 20th reunion is Cher!
And then she gets revenge.
Yes!
But like sweet, non-violent,
yeah,
you know, clever revenge.
They get their just desserts.
There you go. Love this.
Yeah.
Love this idea. Do you believe in life after high school? It's a little long,
Yeah.
but I'm not mad.
Or what if they go to Love High? So it's Do You Believe in Life After Love, but it's Love High School.
It's so much. It's so much, Andrew.
I love High.
And then Cher does an actual cameo because
Of course. She comes in at the end of the day and is
Yeah.
like, snap out of it.
They're like, oh my god. Or everyone thinks that Cher is chat. Some fun.
Yeah.
Some fun
Yeah.
shenanigans happen with mistaken identities, a little bit of farce.
Yeah.
I like it.
I do too.
So anyway, this episode was all over the place.
Yeah. It was a little cringy, but there was a fabulous lip sync, so
Such a good lip sync. What'd you say?
All's well that ends well.
Also, as well.
Oh my god.
I'm so drunk. Oh my god, you guys, I'm so drunk. I'm trying to make it.
Do I
look really drunk?
No.
I feel like I'm so drunk. So yeah, I'm fully here for Do You Believe in Life After Love High School?
It's great. Come on. So this week was a little weird. Next week... Just stop so I can finish. So this week was a little weird. What? You ready? I'm going to say the same thing in the same way. You ready?
So that was this week.
Yep.
Excited about next week.
Yes.
Makeover, right? Makeover challenge?
Makeover.
Makeover, makeover,
There you go. Makeover.
Yeah.
So that'll be fun. Make sure to follow us on Instagram, Twitter, subscribe, share. Do you believe in life after love? High school. It's good. It's good. It works.
I cannot wait.
I can't.
Oh.